Dear students of class 7, welcome to today's program, Amar Ghore Amar School. Today, I am with you. I am Syed Firoz Alam. Dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. And I also hope that you are doing your study regularly and attentively. Today, I am going to take a class from English for Today book. It is Unit 5 and Lesson 5. Here, you can see the title of this unit and also the learning outcomes of this unit. You know that the title is Great Woman to Remember, and the learning outcomes are, after we have studied this unit, we will be able to ask and answer questions, talk about people, read and understand text, write answers to questions, write short paragraphs and compositions, understand and enjoy stories, poems and other text materials. So, here is the learning outcomes of today's unit. Let's see the learning outcomes of today's lesson. After we have studied this lesson, we will be able to ask and answer questions, read and understand text, use information to fill in the box, write answers to questions, use information to write short compositions. So, here you can see the learning outcomes of today's lesson. Here you can see two pictures. Do you know who are they? Do you know their name? Who is the lady in the first picture? Can you guess? Yes, she is Helen Keller. And who is the lady in the second picture? Yes, she is Begum Rokeya. Okay, correct. So, today we will going to read about Helen Keller and Begum Rokeya. Our today's lesson, two women. Let us learn some keywords from this lesson. You can see the Bangla meaning as well as English meaning here. First word, achievement. It means something very good and difficult that you have succeeded in doing. Nationality. It means the official right to belong to a particular country. Physical. It means connected with the body. Rich. It means having a lot of money or valuable possessions. Soldiers. It means persons who are in army, especially who fight when there is war. Wounded. It means inflicted with a wound or injured. So, I hope the meanings of these words are clear to you. Okay, dear learners, let's move on to our next slide. So, dear learners, let's move on to our next slide. Here you have to read the previous lesson 1 to 4 on Begum Rokeya and Helen Keller. So, to complete this table, you have to read the previous lessons from lesson 1 to 4 on Begum Rokeya and Helen Keller, and complete the table with information from the texts, and you have to take information from the text to complete this table. Okay, what can we see in this table? You can see first, number 1, born in, second, nationality, third, family, 4, physical condition, 5, education, 6, aim in life, 7, achievements, 8, death. In the middle column, you have to give information about Begum Rokeya as it is written at the top. So, she was born in 1880. But what about Helen Keller? When was she born? You have to give this information here. Second one, the nationality of Begum Rokeya was Bengali, at that time Indian. But what about Helen Keller? Okay. Number C, family. Here, Begum Rokea's family is not mentioned, but Helen Keller's family was not rich and source of income was cotton plantation. So you have to give the family information of Begum Rokea. Number 4, physical condition. Physical condition of Begum Rokea is not mentioned here. You have to give this information. But Helen Keller was blind, deaf and dumb. Number 5, education. Self-educated. Begum Rokea was self-educated, learned Bangla and English from her brother. But what about Helen Keller? It is not given here. You have to give this information. Number 6, aim in life. It is not mentioned here of Begum Rokea, but the aim in life of Helen Keller was to help disabled people to learn. And number 7, achievements. And number 8, death. It is totally blank. You have to give these informations. So, dear learners, to complete this table, you have to read the previous lessons from lesson 1 to 4. Then you have to collect information from there and you have to fill in the blanks here. Okay. Dear learners, do you want to see the answer? Okay. Let's see the answer. The answers are here. So, Begum Rokea was born in 1880 and Helen Keller born in 1880. Nationality, Begum Rokea, Bengali, at that time Indian, and the nationality of Helen Keller is American. Family, Begum Rokea's family was rich family. His father was a jomidar and she was married to an upper class man. And the family of Helen Keller, not race, and the source of income was cotton plantation. You can see that physical condition of Begum Rokea was physically all right. Helen Keller, blind, deaf and dumb. Education, self-educated, learned Bangla and English from her brother. It is about Begum Rokea, but Helen Keller was educated with the help of Annie Sullivan and she received BA degree with honors from Redcliffe College. Number C, aim in life. Begum Rokea's aim in life was to establish women's right in the society, as she believed in the equal right of men and women in the society. And Helen Keller to help disabled people to learn. Achievement. A number of novels and short stories, and she also established Shakwat Memorial Girls High School. And Helen Keller, she wrote a number of books and articles. And in number 8, death. Begum Rokea died in 1932 and Helen Keller died in 1968. So, this is all about this table. Now, move on to our next slide. Now, read the completed chart and write 1 or 2 sentences for each of the 8 points in the chart. Look at the example. Point 1, Begum Rokea was born in 1880. Helen Keller was also born in 1880. Points 5, Begum Rokea was self-educated and learned Bangla and English from her brother. But Helen Keller got formal education from school and colleges. So, here is a notice here. In point 1 also is used when the same information is used. When we use same information, we will use also. In 5, but is used when different pieces of information are used. But when you are using different informations, then you have to use but. Okay, so we have to go to our previous slide to read the 8 points. Let's move on to our previous slide. So, first one, Begum Rokea was born in 1880 and Helen Keller was also born in 1880. Begum Rokea was Bengali at that time, but Helen Keller was American. Begum Rokea's family was rich. Her father was a jomidar and she married to an upper class man. But Helen Keller's family was not rich and the source of income of her family was from cotton plantation. Physical condition of Begum Rokea was all right, but Helen Keller was blind, deaf and dumb. Begum Rokea was self-educated, learned Bangla and English from her brother, but Helen Keller was educated with the help of Annie Sullivan and she received B.A. degree with honors from Redcliffe College. Begum Rokea's aim in life was to establish women's rights in the society, but Helen Keller's aim in life was to help disabled people to learn. Begum Rokea wrote a number of novels and short stories and she established Shakhawat Memorial Girls High School. And Helen Keller also wrote a number of books and articles also. Begum Rokea died in 1932, but Helen Keller died in 1968. So, dear learners, I hope the exercise is clear to you. Now, move on to our next slide. Use the information or facts about Florence Nightingale and write a composition about her. Here, you can see some information about Florence Nightingale and you have to write a composition about her. Let's read out the information. First, born 1820, Florence, Italy. Parents rich, father landlord. Number 3, studied nursing at Nurses Training Institute, Germany. 5, first job in a London hospital. Then went to Turkey with a group of 38 nurses to work for the sick British soldiers during the Crimean War, 1853 to 56. Then she worked day and night to help the wounded soldiers, then returned to England. Title, The Lady with the Lamp by the Times, role in nursing. Then set up Nightingale School for Nurses in London. And last information is died 13th August 1910. Now, we have to rearrange the facts and write a composition about her. Dear learners, let's see the composition. Florence Nightingale was born in Italy. Her parents were rich. Her father was a landlord. She started nursing at Nurses Training Institute, Germany. After the completion of nursing, she took her first job in London hospital. She went to Turkey with a group of 38 nurses to work for the sick British soldiers during the Crimean War, 1853 to 1856. When she went there, she worked day and night to help the wounded soldiers. Going there, she worked day and night to help the wounded soldiers. She returned to England as the Lady with the Lamp after becoming famous in nursing. And because of her working day and night, the wounded soldiers come round soon. For this reason, she became famous in nursing and she returned to England as the Lady with the Lamp. She was given the title, the Lady with the Lamp, after becoming famous in nursing. She set up Nightingale School for Nurses in London. She also set up a school for the nurses in London named Nightingale School. Florence Nightingale died on 13th August in 1910 and she died on 13th August 1910. Dear learners, I hope this passage is clear to you. So, this is all from today's lesson. Dear learners, it is time to give you some homework. Dear learners, you must do the homework and you must show it to your subject teacher when your school will reopen. Now, take today's homework. So, our today's homework from this lesson is, you have to write a short paragraph like that. What have you learned from the stories of these two women? What have you learned from these two women? How can you apply this learning in your life? How can you apply this learning in your life? So, dear learners, if you want to see this class again, please go to our Facebook page, Amar Ghore Amar School, or you can go to our YouTube channel, and you can also go to Kishore Batan. And if you have any questions or queries, or if you want to share your opinion with us, please feel free to share it through email. So, dear learners, that's all for today. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.